Manhwa readers and fans all around the world, welcome again to another video. We know nowadays it's almost hard to find a good manhwa to read and enjoy, especially when it comes to stories with a badass, overpowered main character. Therefore, you don't have to worry about that, since we got you here with a list that will give you something to read. Starting with number 10, Skeleton Soldier Couldn't Protect the Dungeon. Skeleton Soldier with no name is the badass main character of this manhwa. The only purpose of his life was to protect his mistress, but he was powerless and weak to do so. So, the Skeleton Soldier and his mistress lose their lives in a dungeon. But fate has more in store for him as he gets another chance to go back in time after failing to protect his mistress and change his destiny. The story is joyful and covers a wide range of characters and scenarios that will keep you intact with it. The art is also good and improves more in the second season. At number 9, Kill the Hero. This time our main character does have a name, and it's Kim Woo-jin. He has been abandoned by his parents, resulted in him living on his own. Also, he was betrayed and killed by his most trusted friend. Just like the previous manhwa, he also gets his second chance to take his revenge. However, when he was reincarnated, the world transformed into a game where dungeons, monsters and players appear. You'll enjoy the story, which is extremely similar to Solo Leveling. The art is really good, the plot is intense and will make you cynical. At number 8, the Great Mage returns after 4,000 years. The story begins when Frey decides to get rid of his pain once and for all, where the soul of the Great Mage Lucas returns to life after 4,000 years and takes over his weaker body. Though his knowledge to become stronger and cool, it's still one of the saddest reincarnation scenes you can read. The story is very good and the art is beautiful. Between the coloring, shading and line work, it's almost perfect. On the 7th spot, a returner's magic should be special. Desi Arman is a normal-looking teenager. However, when he thought he would meet his demise, what is revealed before him is the world 13 years ago. Meanwhile, returning from the Shadow Labyrinth, Desir takes a very serious approach towards preparing those he deems important for its inevitable appearance. The art is often good, with character designs being appealing and easily distinguishable from the story. However, at times it looks two-dimensional and half-heartedly drawn, but it's worth reading. At number 6, Tomb Raider King. This manhwa tells the story of Si Joo-hyun, a 38-year-old man who feels he's going to die. God's tombs started to appear around the world. Due to the lyrics within these tombs, many were able to wield these legendary power for themselves, while others became enslaved to these users. However, a Tomb Raider appears with the purpose of robbing these lyrics, the Tomb Raider King. You can read it as a fast food type of manhwa, but if you're looking for something deeper, it's not for you. But it's a good read if you're into stories with a badass main character. At number 5, The Descent of the Demonic Master. Our protagonist, Gan Jin-ho, went through a terrible accident causing him to lose his family and legs. As a result, he ended his life. However, life gives him a second chance when he became the Red Demonic Master in the Martial Society. That's why he's known as one of the most overpowered main characters of this list. However, after becoming a legend, he was killed by the heroes who ruled the world of Zongyuan. Did the story end here? Hell no, just warming up, since life decided to give him a third chance, when he wants to live it this time as normal as it gets. But the winds do not flow as the ships desire. Overall, the story is funny, good fights, the art is pleasant, and it's good and easy to read. Moving to number 4, the legendary Moonlight Sculptor. Lee Hyun, also known as Weed, is a high school dropout due to his poverty and the death of his family. Therefore, he becomes a slave of money to fulfill his needs. He becomes a player in a virtual reality game called Royal Road to earn money. Although he wants to earn money through the game, he is only a sculptor that makes very little. But he sets out to create an avatar named Weed and become the strongest emperor in the game, thus saving his family from poverty. The art is absolutely superb and the characters are well thought out. This story is worth your time. On the third spot, Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Kim Dokje has no idea that his favorite webtoon 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse will come to life, and that he will become part of it as a protagonist. Then he must go on a journey to change the course of the story and save human life. This story is good, the art is decent. In short, if you like survival sort of manhwa, then it is the one that you need to read. On the second spot, the beginning after the end. The protagonist is Arthur Leywen. In his past life, he was a badass king with the name Grey, before being reborn in a new world into a body of an infant. After that, he uses his past life knowledge to become stronger. Therefore, he corrects the mistake of his past life and discovers the reason why he gets his second chance in life. It's an incredible manhwa. The story is enjoyable and interesting to read, with great arts, deep character development, and I would recommend you to read it. Now reaching number 1 on our list, Only a Level Up, Solo Leveling. In a world filled with monsters and powerful hunters, Jinwoo is considered as the weakest hunter and suffered from a long time underestimation. Also, as a weak hunter, he went through a near-death experience. Therefore, he decides to develop his skills and become more powerful. This manhwa is so good that you must read it. The art is superb, consistent, and really detailed. The story is amazing and has lots of moments where the protagonist is kicking everyone's ass in a badass way. Choose the story that suits your desires the most, and just like our protagonists, you can have a second chance to read some of the most amazing manhwas that you missed in the past. But don't forget to like this video first, follow it up with your comment, then finally subscribe to the channel to keep up with the new ones. See you later!